What's a mighty good word, party folk? It's your Mile High Priest. I'm up here on Saturn's Day, December 30th. Still morning for me. Sun's at about 9 degrees of Capricorn. Mercury still retrograde in around 23 degrees of Sagittarius. Mars is in Sagittarius as well. And, oh yes, everything's in Sagittarius. All the personal planets. Well, Mars, Mercury, and Venus. Moon's currently in Leo, so there's stuff going on there, right? Feeling the fervor, feeling the hunger, feeling it. Y'all, I've been following the zodiacal signs, so this one's good for Taurus placements. So Taurus, Sun, Moon rising. Might as well kick into it, right? I did do a pre-shuffle with the Egyptian Tarot, and I thought I brought out the wavy vibes with the symbolic soul tarot by Alyssa Sightsinger. Anyway, Taurus, magicians, high priests, high priestesses, Taurus, kings and queens. This is your highest royal, most luxurious, most Venusian court. Maybe not the most, but we'll see. I'm your mercurial effervescent, still a little stuffy, congested jester with the mercurial messages for your enlightenment, your spiritual growth, your spiritual evolution, your human everything. So Taurus, you could very well have Pisces placements, you could have Aquarius placements, you could have Aries placements, or you could be dealing with these folks, especially a Pisces feminine, and perhaps a Scorpio masculine. The Scorpio masculine could be you. It could be you actually coming back into your that manifestation kind of mode, back into your sacral, back into that generating, manifesting energy field. Okay, I do see in the middle I have the Two of Scepters, and then I also have the Three of Wands at the bottom of the Hermetic Tarot over here. But these kind of are my meditations off to the side. So you do have work involved in like planning, lesson planning, or science kind of observation, analyzation, observe, record, analysis. So very methodical. Or maybe that has brought you back into this mode of not necessarily moving ahead or like moving in space and time, like moving in a different kind of space and time. So if we backtrack, I do have the Hanged One in the past, okay, and upright, and then I have the Pisces archetype in reverse, which refers to more so a feminine Piscean figure, and then I have you most recently coming back into your resourcefulness due to this methodical approach, or maybe a methodical project, or a project that involves methodology, things like that, where you observe, report, record, analyze, submit sort of thing, or you create planning that way. So this could have involved a internal sort of struggle, and I don't see it like a struggle, like it was an emotional kind of struggle, an emotional upheaval. It could have been a result, or the result of loss, whether like personal and financial, or financial, with the 10 of coins in reverse. But all of this is like changing. So like it could flip now where you were, let's say, stuck in a spot, unable to move. And then now you're actually going to move a lot. You're going to work a lot and also spend a lot. So there's this like Aquarius vibration here, like a masculine Aquarius vibration. But I think, so this is where it kind of becomes a little wavy, in that you are coming into more social aspects of like time, and so that also points to a lot of like spending. So I think, yeah, it's just making sure you're spending on the right things, but not spending too much of your time and your money and your resources on others. It could mean that you want to give back to the community in a different manner, and so you're kind of readjusting your plans accordingly, or coming up with a new plan that way. So I'm being like, when I'm doing the meditation, when I was doing the meditation on your pre-shuffle, it was more like, if you want to spend money, perhaps spending it more on your projects that are also very charitable. Like you do give a lot in your work, so that is where you can pour a lot of time and energy in, right? Obviously, I think you want that. I think the spread says that you want that, but you are coming from a very conflicted time of giving in too much to competition. And it could be just like where you made up a lot of this. And I hate to say it, it's not like I'm trying to, let's bring a little bit of order to your court, Taurus here. I mean, you could have busted your behind to like get where you are now, more so than what you were kind of used to or inclined to do. Like you actually were very adamant about getting yourself out of some sort of funk. But a lot of this came from your loss of like pleasure in a lot. Okay, with the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Cups in the symbolic soul tarot. But so here's the thing: when you give in to a lot of that creative entrapment is when you lose a lot of your attractive qualities, with the Queen of Wands in reverse. So it's coming back into, you could also have a cat, right? This Queen of Wands is wild, but it's being more independent in knowing that you are very well, like naturally suited for this, the work that you're in. You are also creative, so you could also want to spend more time and money and energy on your creative pursuits apart from work, which is great. But it is when you start to compare yourself a lot that you lose track, and then it slows you down, and then you come back into like this burdensome, too many things going on at that point. It makes you feel that way, where you only want to spend time and energy on one thing, and it could just be not doing anything, right? Not doing much for your creative pursuits. There is something about letting go. Like there's still something, maybe it is learning and realizing that lesson, that when you compete, when you come into this competitive mode, is where you lose a lot of that flair, where you lose a lot of yourself. So removing yourself from that scope and being more in your Queen of Wands, like very energetic, very creative, very passionate, and very fast to create. Okay. And then letting all these burdens kind of like go away. But again, through this pain, through this burden, through this like restrictive time. Okay. So it could have been like in the fall, you really felt that restrictive. Yes, very, very like confined. You could have felt like a Pisces. And what I mean is like you could have been affected by Saturn in Pisces this last year, where you will then, in like the next 3 weeks, you'll start to see, or by in that 3-week period, you'll start to come into this like your new flavor, your new arena. You'll start to actually notice that your planning and methods and your methodology and like your methodical way of working is coming back into alignment and bringing you back into your resourceful state. And so that means like seeing the money, seeing the numbers grow in the bank account, you traveling more, you then feeling more in that kind of generating vibe, money making vibe, a lot of movement. So something about actual like going places, traveling, things like that. And then just being careful about like expenditures and more how you spend around. I think you're very conscious of that. But so I don't know, this could be like a very long lasting, it may bring back up old emotional states. Which for like I get somehow that you feel awkward about. You feel awkward about that emotional state, I think. But it is really tied to your like money, okay? So you could come into alignment with your self as a community, like you'll be highlighted more in a community. You'll have a higher stature whatever level you're at, you'll level up. So there's this like, you will also feel the desire to give a lot of your time and energy and perhaps some money. Okay, so that's kind of where the glitch is. Like, don't compete with that. Don't use how much time, energy, and money you give as a form of representing how competitive and how better you are. Like that, that will spin you out. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Order in the court. Yeah. I've been kind of enjoying these specific messages. It's remaining in balance. It's knowing that you are very justified in the actions you take, but you should not feel that you have to compete with how much you give, because you already give a lot, okay? You had to actually stop giving. You actually had to take care of you and like your health and your emotions. Something that maybe kind of took the back burner. Your emotional state was really highlighted this last, I don't know why I get the fall, but the last seasons, okay? So like the last years, 2023 was a lot about coming back into emotional stability, and also you reflecting on how you perceive others and basically how that becomes that projection. You had to kind of stop making a lot of decisions, okay? So like now you're coming back full swing into like the other extreme of like a lot of decision making. So what I would say that already puts you above the fold, above the rest. And it's you acknowledging that when you are very competitive, you're kind of burnt out. When you're competing is your sign to you, to your body, that you're burnt out. Okay? Because you should just be more, and I'm saying should, the message is more aligned with you being attractive and in your, like, knowing you already possess the goods. Like, you, what is that? Your milkshake brings all the goods to the yard, okay? Like, homie, you already got the top of the line milkshake, okay? You already got that $12 milkshake. None of that drive through, press a button, can I get the $2 milkshake? None of that, okay? That is over. Yeah, that's fantastic. It is a big turnaround. It's a big 180. Money, folks, people, planning a new vision, like get back into your creativity, your personal creative work will set you apart somehow. As long as you, perhaps maybe that is another suggestion, is to pour more of the, when you have that extra time, when you have that extra energy, when you have that extra money, when you have the extra time, all of that, make more room then for your personal creative approaches, okay? Because then it will become a little bumpy at that point if you're giving too much too often to everyone else. Your work already involves giving a lot to others. And you yourself may be considered very independent, that you only give to yourself. So don't let that get to you. That's fine. You should. I don't think that's something that you should be concerned about, but that maybe I just want to alert you to, when you align with that vibration in a negative manner, then you give a lot of energy away to those causes, when you should actually be enjoying the fact that you are very highly valued as an independent person. But I think you learned a big lesson on emotionality, emoting. And so that may also play the role in your transformation. Wow, yeah, so much Wands energy, y'all. You just recently signed a new contract. You've proven your worth as like a passionate, creative person. More than like thoughtful, it's more than like just in the mind. Like you're creative. Yeah. So things are coming back into balance. Remain in that balance by tending to your personal passions and project. By tending to you as a Taurus. Remain more. Now that you've gotten a lot of this, change. Wow, Two of Pentacles. So like you're buying things, you're owning things. Not that you don't already, but maybe you're going to own more. Seeing what. So I'm getting a lot of the Aries flavor, like seeing where you can go from now. Seeing where from you can go. Seeing where the real starts are, right? So going from there. So put a lot of the burdens down. Yeah, still getting 5 wands. Think more about your emotional stability rather than trying to compete with everyone. I think the focus should be on you, should focus on you, and you should focus on outside of your work. There's some like kind of disconnect where thank you so much, Archangels. Wow. Yeah, you're like the star of your own show, bro. Like, come on. You are magnificent, and you don't need to compare yourself to those around you. Like, it's like where the disconnect is, you're very stable in your work. But when it comes to like this other creative aspect, I apologize. May have to pause the video. Now my throat chakra. My actual throat was like, pause. Yes, but there's somewhere where you create more struggle and more strife outside of work. And your mind wants to move away from that. Okay? To bring back balance to you. To bring back balance. Yeah, it ends up leaving you out in the cold. There was something about, I don't know, may have something to do with that Pisces feminine archetype. Are you in competition with them? Maybe it's a underlying subconscious or unconscious effort where you leave yourself out of that equation when you could very well be a part of it. You could very well and just take what you can from that relationship and keep it moving. It's not, don't spend too much time in those swamps. Don't spend too much time in that Piscean wallow, indecisive, inactive. Woe is me. I always have to die at the, no, you have other things to take care of, a lot more to take care of, like yourself. And we have the Two of Wands. Again, two. Okay. Yeah, I know repeating numbers are popping up for you, right? We have Two of Wands, Two of Scepters, Two of Wands. Okay. Just be more methodical. This is what it's giving me. Be more methodical in your personal creative pursuits. Be just as methodical in those pursuits as you are at work. You're shining bright. You're turning it around. You're making money at work. So like now, bring all those flavors back into your personal creative approaches, whether it's just your personal life and how you view yourself. You're viewed highly and valued, and seen as very independent in this society, wherever you work or whatever you do. But then with yourself, this could very well be that spiritual, emotional lesson of like, you are the only one that leaves yourself out. You count yourself out with yourself. Y'all, I'm using, maybe you're breaking someone's heart too. I don't know. Taurus. Are you over the Scorpio? Taurus, you're telling me you're not trying to hang out with the Scorpio. Well, Scorpio has left you out in the cold or something, but you're like moving on. Yeah, because there's a whole new beginning for you, okay? Trust in the whole new world you're about to enter, the universe, okay? Card number 21. From 21 to 22. I was also getting that 555 or just 55. Yeah, you've seen a lot of the choices. You moved from stagnant waters to like actually getting down to see what's good, what's gravy, and what's snaky, what's in the grass, right? You're out of that. Look at you. 6 of Wands. We have so many wands, okay? You must have some sort of like fire sign in you, or you're being affected a lot by this new kind of passionate wave of energy that you're getting. You could very well have Leo placements, but also the moon in Leo is happening right now, and you're like coming. I keep getting that coming online, but like coming back into like, I think you are seeing what's fruitful and what's fortuitous, what's good, right? Wow, 9 of Cups. There you go. So be drunk on your self-love. Be drunk on you. Okay, love you. This is blowing your mind, okay? Your emotions, the fact that you dug deep, that you went deep with yourself. We have a very like ascending quality here with the 5, the 6. I thought we had it earlier. Oh, we have the 7 of Cups. I was getting the 7 of Wands earlier when I cut the deck. Okay. Don't take on more burdens through this like false sense of competition. Your personal work should be more to elevate you, okay? Yeah, look, 8 of Wands, 88, 8, fast movement, fast energy, okay? It's coming. You're gonna need to work on realigning, reestablishing with the 10 of Discs, okay? Seeing what was good then, what's good now, what has changed, what you have observed as the same, has with or without money, with or without friends, with or without a relationship, with or without help from anyone. What's good? You're good, right? You've remained like pristine, polished. I mean, maybe emotionally you feel very beat, and that's the burden you need to put down, is that no longer are you in struggle mode, okay? I think as soon as like Pluto and all the other planets get wavy with Aquarius in like 3 weeks, Jupiter will then also start moving direct. What's the other planet? Every planet will start moving direct. Maybe now it's really about moving all the emotions out of your body. I think that was a main highlight too, so that you can remain grounded and so that you can continue to manifest. As I say, that I continue to manifest, I get the Magician as your outcome, or the surrounding energy around you. This is kind of big, I think. Now start moving the energy outside of you. See, you're working with God. You have elevated. You're more intuitive. Your intuition has like kicked up back online. You have the Lovers and 3 of Discs, working with God, and then that's giving you this like more Wands energy, more. So carry this wave with you. Where can you pour? So all of this like intense energy that you've been receiving, now that you feel very like ascended, like you've gone through some spiritual enlightenment and awakening, like, and I always have to give this, I always have to give the disclaimer, or like, it's not about comparison with others, okay? We're not more spiritual than the next person or whatnot. It is, when I say this, it's relative to you, to your experience. Again, like, in the fall, you went through something emotionally that you really dug deep, you really dug yourself out of that, and now you're back in the hands of God. You know there is some like truth that has been revealed to you about your artistry, your creative work, and how you're meant to continue to create, continue to establish and create, work with others and work with yourself and work with your higher self, your spiritual team, okay, so that you can continually get these bursts of energy and you can actually do something with them. And now I'm sorry, I have like hiccuping now. Now your advice is to trust that this is good for you and that you must move away from aligning yourself with too much of a competitive force. Know that you are like bigger, brighter, you stand above Six of Wands and the Star. You have, maybe by aligning yourself with the fact that you have other work to do than just to show up and show pretty things, like you have substantial work to do, to provide. And so be cautious about how much time and energy you give to the competition. Stay more in the flavor of the community. You're helping the community. You're not competing with others. You're already well established and elevated. It could be very energetic, and now it's actually coming. Now you're actually going to see it, how you were putting yourself down, and you're going to see how far above. Okay, in that case, yes, now I'm being very comparative. Now I'm comparing you to others, yes. But before, what I was saying is that you yourself have realized this from your former self, former way of thinking of yourself. And now, you must acknowledge, you are advised to acknowledge that you are now elevated. You're not the same, okay? You're not small. You're not indecisive. You're not caught in a trap or in a bind, okay? You're out of that. Wow, okay, yes, and honor the help that, even indirectly, what you have learned from a lot of that struggle with like this Pisces archetype, like the Saturn in Pisces 23 year. Know that you're built for this, okay? So like not anyone can bring you down. Only you can knock yourself down at this point. So a lot of fast energy for you, Taurus. Don't knock yourself down. Like you keep leveling up. Wow. Yeah. It's so real. I kind of like, these messages do tend to get really long, but I'm gonna stop here. I hope that resonates. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever you feel like doing. Enjoy the collective readings if you feel like it. I usually do collective readings, but you know, hey, I'm in this mode right now. Happy New Year. Enjoy. I will talk to you very soon. Thank you.